Okay, guys, good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning. But today is Monday, November 22nd. It's almost 6 p.m. on the evening. So, good evening from those viewers that are on the Philippines or within the same time zone. So, we're here again. As you can see, we do have some empty spawns. Some are still have some spawns in them. So recently I've inoculated another 25, not 25, 200 bags. So total of 206, because every 100 there's gonna be a free 3 freaking bags. So okay, so let's first check the spawns that we've used. So it's 22 today, so this is around 19 days old spawn. So this is an F2. So from F1 I did transfer it to another grain spawn or sterilized grain. So this is it. This is an F2, and I only use one bottle. So that's gonna be a white oyster. And we also used this is an 11.6. I think yeah, this one. So this one is on 10/20, so that's around a month, 1 month old spawn. So usually that's the range. And this is a small container, which is an F1 as well. This is an F1 of black oyster mushrooms, inoculated on November 9. So that's around 13 days old. So I can inoculate approximately 8, probably 8 to 10. I did put it here. Yeah, 8 FBs or fruiting bags. And the grains that we've used, I have cracked corn, and I do have wheat grains, the concentrate 3-in-1, and I have this new one, which is sunflower seeds. These sunflower seeds are just I bought a wrong sunflower for our birds. So instead of throwing the sunflower seeds, I decided to use it. But the new thing here, this is a black oyster mushroom. As you can see, it was inoculated November 18, and today is November 22nd. So that's just around 4 days old, and it's really fully colonized. That's how I see it. And this is a grain to grain transfer, so the colonization is actually fast. So let me just check or give you a view of the fully colonized sunflower seeds. Just give me a minute. Okay, so we have here sunflower seeds, which is also the same batch as that, but that's the only one that we've used here. So as you can see, it's fully colonized already, and it's a bit wet inside. So I think that it was able to colonize faster because it's too moist, but it's not that too moist that it's gonna look like this. This is over moist. Yeah, probably too moist and over moist is a different thing for me. So this is over moist. So as you can see, the mycelium is really having a hard time colonizing that part, because from the very start, after I've sterilized these grains, I know this one is actually over moist, but I did still inoculate it, and as you can see, the top part was able to colonize faster, but the bottom part, I doubt that it will be able to colonize that, because other batches looks like this. So probably one part is not colonized, but 95% at least is already colonized, unlike this one. Yeah, this is probably a 90% or 85% colonized. So I do have a video on how I prepare the sunflower seeds, so it's gonna be different from the usual grains that I have. And also I have 10 fruiting bags tested for this spawn, the sunflower seed spawns. See that? So that's our sunflower seeds. So we have 10 bags of this, so we can compare how fast the colonization using that sunflower seeds. But it's kind of costly if I'm gonna use it as my main grains. So now I'm actually looking at either cracked corn or wheat grains to use as my main grains. And also regarding wheat grains, this is actually wheat spawn. Approximately per, if I have it almost full, it's around 140 grams of spawn. So I was able to inoculate 21 fruiting bags on this bottle, but on the average it ranges from 19 to 20 for a wheat grains or concentrate grains. For cracked corn, my average is around 13 to 14 only, and on sorghum I'm an average of 18 to 19. So it varies. And also this time, because usually the inoculation that you see me is I do push the spawns on the sides, but now I do have 5 bags which is just spreaded like this. So when I put the spawn inside, I just shake it to spread it on top, but not really trying to shove it on the side, just like this. So I did tell you the reason why I'm not doing this, because if in any case we do have spawn just directly on this opening and that opening gets some contamination, it's gonna go directly to the spawn and usually it's gonna get the contamination. And the idea, that's why I'm shoving it on the side, is when contamination drops and it drops on the sawdust, usually it doesn't materialize as contamination. That's based on my observation and experience. I'm not saying that it does happen all the time, but I do get some contamination sometimes. Yeah, and regarding contamination here, this is another F2. I almost used it a while ago, but when I open it, I do see some contamination inside. But you can actually see it right here. See that? That's contamination, so we don't have to open it up for you to see, because there's another spot inside that there's a contamination. Well, sometimes I do use this. I just get this and throw them out, then I'm gonna use from that part up until the bottom, and I usually get away from it without any issue and contamination during colonization. But since I do have a lot of spawns, I don't want to risk that possibility. And this one, this is a pink oyster mushroom, and as you can see, I don't know if it's visible on the video, it's pinkish in color, but this part, the yellow part, because I don't know if that is contamination or just discoloration on the cracked corn, which is transferred to this sorghum seeds. So probably I can use the top or what, but I didn't do. I still have some spawns for pink oyster mushrooms. So that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. So this time I do have some pink oyster, some black oyster, some white oyster Florida variety, and I also have a bit of white oyster angel variety, but I did use an F0. So F0 is the direct tissue to grain inoculation. So yeah, I did use one because I don't have an F1 for white oyster angel variety, so I would love to at least have a batch, an angel variety on this batch, so I did use the F0. So that's it. Thank you very much. I'm gonna give you an update from time to time, or just tune in on my YouTube channel. And if you do have some question, let me know on the comment section below, and I'm gonna answer it as long as I can. And I might do some research if I don't. That's it. Thank you very much, and see you next video. Bye bye.